Los Angeles, January 15, 1947. A mother walking with her young daughter notices something in an empty lot on South Norton Avenue. At first, she thinks it's a mannequin tossed aside. But as she draws closer, the truth becomes clear. It's not a doll. It's the mutilated body of a woman, pale, lifeless, and grotesquely posed. This discovery would spark one of the most infamous unsolved murders in American history, the case of Elizabeth Short, better known as the Black Dahlia. Section 1. Who was Elizabeth Short? Elizabeth Short was born in 1924 in Boston, Massachusetts. She grew up in a fractured household after her father abandoned the family during the Great Depression. Like many young women of her generation, Elizabeth was drawn to Hollywood. By her early 20s, she had moved to Los Angeles with dreams of becoming an actress. Known for her striking black hair, porcelain skin, and preference for wearing dark clothing, she earned the nickname the Black Dahlia from locals, a play on the popular film The Blue Dahlia. But Elizabeth never found stardom. Instead, she worked low-paying jobs, struggled financially, and drifted between acquaintances. Behind her glamorous appearance was a life marked by instability. Section 2. The discovery. On that cold January morning, Elizabeth's body was found in shocking condition. She had been severed in half at the waist, drained of blood, and posed with her arms raised. Cuts stretched across her mouth into what became known as the Glasgow smile. The scene was so surreal that the woman who discovered her initially thought she was looking at a discarded mannequin. The brutality of the crime stunned even seasoned investigators. Section 3. The media frenzy. Almost immediately, newspapers sensationalized the story. Headlines screamed the Black Dahlia murder. Elizabeth's life was dissected in print, her past relationships and personal struggles twisted into lurid tales. The press portrayed her as both a glamorous starlet and a troubled drifter. Reporters flooded police stations, desperate for leads, while photographers snapped images of her acquaintances, turning the case into front-page spectacle. This media circus both fueled public fascination and hampered the investigation, as rumors quickly outpaced facts. Section 4. The investigation. The Los Angeles Police Department launched one of the largest investigations in its history. Hundreds of officers were assigned, thousands of people were questioned, and dozens of suspects were considered. Evidence revealed Elizabeth had last been seen at the Biltmore Hotel in downtown LA, where she was dropped off by an acquaintance. From that moment, her movements until her death remain a mystery. Forensic evidence was limited by the standards of the time. Investigators knew she had been killed elsewhere and then transported to the lot where she was found. The precision of the body's mutilation suggested medical knowledge, fueling theories that a doctor might be responsible. Section 5. Letters from the killer. Days after the murder, the Los Angeles Examiner received a chilling package. Inside was Elizabeth Short's birth certificate, photographs, and personal belongings, mailed by someone claiming to be her killer. The note was signed the Black Dahlia Avenger. The items were wiped clean with gasoline to remove fingerprints. It was a taunt to the police and press, deepening the mystery. But the killer never revealed themselves, and no one was ever charged. Section 6. Suspects. Over the years, hundreds of suspects have been proposed, but a few stand out. Dr. George Hodel, a physician, has become the most famous suspect. His own son, Steve Hodel, a retired LAPD detective, later argued that his father's medical knowledge and violent history fit the profile. Secretly recorded tapes of Hodel even contained suspicious statements like, "Supposin' I did kill the Black Dahlia. They couldn't prove it now." Others included nightclub owners, aspiring actors, and acquaintances of Elizabeth. But every lead eventually unraveled due to lack of evidence. The truth remains elusive. Section 7. Why the case endures. The Black Dahlia murder has never been solved. That enduring mystery is part of why it continues to fascinate. The brutality of the crime, combined with Elizabeth's Hollywood aspirations, created a narrative that felt almost cinematic. Books, films, and documentaries have retold the story countless times. Each retelling reflects society's darker curiosity about fame, beauty, and violence. But beneath the myth is a real woman, a 22-year-old with dreams and struggles whose life ended in unimaginable violence. Section 8. Legacy. Today, the vacant lot where Elizabeth's body was found is just another piece of Los Angeles real estate. But for true crime historians, it remains hallowed ground, a reminder of one of America's most notorious unsolved cases. The Black Dahlia murder forces us to confront uncomfortable truths: how society treats women chasing dreams, how the media exploits tragedy, and how justice can slip away even in the most high-profile cases. Closing reflection: Elizabeth Short's death was brutal, but her story has endured far longer than her short life. The case remains a haunting mystery, unsolved after more than 75 years. Perhaps we may never know who killed her. But the Black Dahlia reminds us of the shadows that linger just beneath the glittering surface of Hollywood. And this has been the Black Dahlia murder, a story of dreams, darkness, and a crime that refuses to be forgotten.